An Indonesian VALORANT player has been accused of using cheating software during a VCT qualifier that bypasses Vanguard and enables aim assist. The alleged cheat software was named Netflix.exe, which may ring a bell for some of you who remember one of the most prolific esports scandals in history. It hasn't been that long since I've been on here, so y'all should know the drill by now. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for me. I heard your headshot percentage goes up by like 50% if you do. Just what I heard though. Before we start, I want to give a huge thank you to Susie BLR and Son for their willingness to clarify and add context and new information. The story would not have been possible without them, so thank you. We did it, y'all. Valorant finally has its own word.exe moment. Pack it up, because it's all downhill from here. One of the most famous incidents of cheating in CS came in 2018, when Optic India player Forsaken was found to have cheating software installed and had named the file word.exe in an attempt to hide it from officials at 2018 Extremesland. But officials saw right through it and disqualified his team from the event. It was an absolute watershed moment for competitive Counter-Strike and raised some serious questions about competitive integrity across esports. At the same time, it became an international meme across the entire FPS scene. So if someone hits an insane shot and you hear them say word.exe, it's a joke. Some people say that Valorant copies everything from CS. Well, they might just have copied cheating scandals with this one too. The alleged cheating incident happened last week at the Valorant Challengers Indonesia Split 1 Open Qualifier. According to Valo2Asia, a website focusing on the Asian Valorant scene, a caster named Bradle shared an Instagram story with a folder called Fantech Audio, supposedly owned by the alleged player Mika. Among the files was one in particular named Netflix.exe. Valo2Asia revealed that Son, a caster in the scene, presented a text file that talked about how to run the program, which included deactivating Vanguard and activating an aim assist. Mika is said to be on Tokyo Revengers, one of the teams in the qualifier. Susie and Son told me varying explanations as to how these cheats were actually discovered, but both came down to that someone rang the alarm bell. Vanguard did not flag anything. According to Valo2Asia, a representative from Tokyo Revengers has released a statement addressing the situation. My friends and I strongly affirm that player Mika is not using any illegal programs anymore. This is supported by the fact that he has undergone the anti-cheat clearance and met the eligibility requirements for the tournament. The same article details that Tokyo Revengers' first opponent, Putan Jagawan, felt like something was off with their opponent. Son also showed in their video about the situation, allegedly, a screenshot of something showing how to disable Vanguard and open Netflix.exe. When I reached out to tournament organizers for comment, they said, "We are not at our capacity to give any further comment on this, as this being investigated by Riot team." So until we hear from Riot, the question is, how did this happen? Vanguard is supposed to be completely watertight. If it is such an invasive anti-cheat that works well, how did this bypass it, and how, apparently, as the alleged cheaters team said in their statement, did he pass all necessary checks? We'll have to wait for Riot's official statement on the matter for any light on it, but I have to say I have covered cheating in Valorant on this channel before, and I have been told it is not a matter of if someone will be caught, it is a matter of when. Right now, this situation is just sort of being memed on for its likeness to the iconic word.exe. Like when I asked for leads and sources on Twitter, I was told to ask Forsaken. For the supposed team itself, Tokyo Revengers, they lost after their first match in the qualifier, so they are out. Mika, the alleged player, has a VLR page that only shows him playing in this qualifier as his career. As far as we can tell, this alleged incident is isolated, but with how simple and accessible Netflix.exe seems to be, if this is true, is this just the tip of the iceberg? And let's be clear, all of this, does not define all the incredible teams that were just playing their hearts out yesterday in the qualifier. So good luck, have fun to all of those teams. I texted my dad, would it be proper to call this person a cafone if this allegedly happened? He was like, you want, lean more towards Stunad, because cafone is like, FYI, Stunad is stupid. Cafone is a real shithead. Is what he texted me.